So the theory behind spinning babies and bundle birth is that when a patient goes for a C-section for failure to progress or failure to descend, the idea is that maybe it's not a bony pelvis issue, that maybe there is room in her pelvis, but it's more so the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, the joints, the fascia that are tight and restricting that baby from descending into the pelvis. So ideally these exercises are done in pregnancy so that she's optimized for labor and birth, but it's never too late to start these exercises and prepare the pelvis to receive the baby. So the first thing we're always going to do is create a calm environment for mom and dad. We don't want her in a state of sympathetic nervous system stimulation. We want to downregulate her nervous system. We want her in a state of calm, rest and digest, and labor. So how do we do that? Number one, it starts with turning off the fluorescent lights. I know the lights are on right now, but we need them to see what we're doing. So turning off all fluorescent lights because they're very stimulating. If it's super bright in her room, you're going to want to pull down some blinds so that it's not so bright. You're going to want to cover her up so that she maintains her privacy, her dignity, but also her warmth. And I like to cover their head like this as well. I find it very calming. Now, the next thing we're going to do is the first exercise you're going to start with every single time. It's side-lying release. Whether that's you're coming onto shift, or your patient's not progressing, or you've got inductions, or you've got patients in assessment that are waiting to move over. Step number one, the first exercise is always, always, always side-lying release. You need to do it an equal amount of time, both sides. We recommend 10 minutes. So you get your patient on one side. Obviously your patient is pregnant. The belly should be so close to the edge that the belly is overhanging a little bit. So Shala, come a little bit closer to me. Good. So her belly is going to overhang. You want to make sure her pillows are nice and tucked under her neck so she's well supported with her pillows. The bottom leg is straight. And hips stacked on top of hips. Shoulders stacked on top of shoulders. The bottom leg is straight. The top leg comes up and over. And it's going to hang freely by gravity. We are opening the muscles, the tissues, the fascia of the pelvis. It has to hang by gravity. We're letting gravity do the work. You can give her some counter pressure here so she doesn't feel like she's going to slip. You can put your foot, your heel up on the stool leg, and she can put her arm here so she feels supported. You're going to get nice and close into her because what you're going to do is add step number 2 is movement, the jiggle. You can teach dad to do this, or you can teach a nursing student to do this, or you can do this yourself. So I like to go skin on skin because it's more calming. You're going to put one hand here, and you're going to start a light vibration. Okay, it's not vigorous like this. It's subtle and light. And what this is doing is lubricating and releasing the fascia while we're doing the side-lying release stretch.